we are now buying more groceries less often. Kate Hardcastle is a consumer and retail expert at Insight with Passion. Kate, many people will say, well, that's pretty obvious. We're buying more less often.
Yes, because we want to make sure we minimise the effect for the supermarkets and other shoppers as we try and respect the boundaries that have been set. But it's certainly true that these are quite challenging times for supermarkets because they've had to really step up as they change these huge beasts of organisations to accommodate safety measures. Sainsburys themselves saying they've had to create thousands of jobs. They've had to change their online delivery setup significantly. They're working with the government to try and make sure that the vulnerable get food and they are prioritised. All of this costs cash, which outweighs also in addition to the non-food products that they're not selling at the moment, and fuel lack of sales offsets any hike in grocery.
One of the things that they have been really criticised for is keeping the Argos stores open within the Sainsbury's stores, that they've shut the standalone stores. Has that been an issue for them with consumers, do you think?
I think all brands right now have to be incredibly careful how they behave, how they are seen to be prioritising safety and how are they doing the right thing. And I think what we've also got to consider is that isn't just for the lockdown, but that's going to be for the months and years to come as consumers face incredible economic challenges ahead. And supermarkets are going to have to still keep their commitment to feed the nation in those times too. But with Argos, they did have an initial boost as people settled into some home working scenarios. I would imagine buying desk and office equipment and perhaps items for home, but that seems to have settled too. So both the parts of the organisation, Sainsbury's and Argos, did have a good couple of weeks in terms of sales when the initial lockdown was announced, but everything looks like it's plateauing as we settle into this new norm.
And really briefly, Tesco have paid a dividend this year. Sainsbury's say that they're deferring the decision on whether to pay a dividend. What can we read into that?
I think that's a significant announcement, and I think it very much reflects in terms of the final set of results that Mike Coop's going to be given before he hands over to Simon Roberts. I think it's certainly something they're deferring, which means they can look back to it. But in contrast to their main competitor, Tesco, I think it is certainly making a statement to consumers that they are being respectful of the situation.
OK, thanks very much indeed, Kate Hardcastle from Insight with Passion.